Hey everybody, what is happening? Coach Tim coming to you from North County, San Diego, here in the Foresight Launch Monitor Performance Lab. Wanted to get back with everybody today and share a few of my pre-swing, in-swing, and performance management behaviors and techniques to help you guys break some scoring barriers. So let's get started. Let's get started with my 5 pre-swing fundamentals: posture, grip, alignment, ball position, and distance from the ball. Without a rock solid, repeatable setup, it's going to be really difficult to play your best golf. So really grind on that setup. Anytime you're hitting balls, always have an alignment station set up. So you have a alignment rod representing the target line, which is where the ball is, an alignment rod representing your body line, which is where your body is aiming, and then a third indicator for ball position. Always check the setup. Again, it's going to be really difficult to play great golf if you don't have a locked in setup that's really dialed in for you. All right. So then we go from the setup, then we go to a little in swing action. Make sure that you understand the model swing. You have some understanding of swing plane and club path. Without the ability to get the club around your body correctly, it's going to be difficult to control the golf ball and keep it in play. Then third, then third, get an understanding of your golf swing. Get an understanding of your tendencies, the shots that come out of your swing action, especially under pressure. For those of you that are playing USGA events, mini tour events, college events, high school events, even just money games with your friends, when we get nervous, we swing the golf club differently. Uh, our golf game changes, and we need to understand those changes that occur to us under pressure. Performance management techniques that can help you under pressure are staying in the present. That is cliche number one in all of golf, but staying in the present is absolutely necessary if you are going to be free and play your best golf. You can't be thinking about the shot that you just hit. You can't be thinking about anything in the future. You have to be right where your feet are. Now, intrusive thoughts are absolutely going to happen. Stuff is going to pop into your mind. Do not try to stop that from happening because you can't. That's not going to happen. Intrusive thoughts are absolutely going to happen. You may check yourself looking over to the next fairway to see a pin location or something like that. And that's when you literally become your best caddy, your best friend on the golf course, and you say, hey, hang on a second. I'm taking a sneak peek over there, but that doesn't serve me right now. What serves me right now is feeling each step I take forward, listening to my breathing, feeling my breathing. Let's get back to being present and dealing with the conditions and situations to hit this shot that I have in front of me right now. Playing the shot to the highest of your ability, one shot at a time, while being present is absolutely critical to playing your best golf. There's a handful of performance management techniques that are required to play elite level golf, whether you're an aspiring amateur or a professional. Staying in the present is at the top of the list. You also have to be committed to every shot that you're going to play. You have to be resilient. The golf round does not take place in a straight line. And I don't mean literally balls going straight. I mean, there are ups and there are downs and there are things that we don't have any idea that are going to happen. Anything that happens during a round, the result of a shot, is just simply that. It's a result. You have to be resilient. You have to be accepting. You have to be committed. You have to be in the present. It's very helpful to have some purposeful breathing and to do some body scans while you're out on the golf course to rid yourself of anxiety and tension. These are a handful of more than a dozen. There's about 2 dozen real strong behavioral performance management techniques that you really need to have in your golf bag to be able to play your best golf. From a strategy standpoint, if you watch the channel a little bit, you know I talk about triple D's, dumb decisions. You absolutely have to rid yourself of those to the highest level that you can. It's not always easy. We get into a situation and we are 100% convinced that we can execute this shot. It may not be an incredibly heroic, I want to conquer this shot type of shot, but here's how you define where you're at in your thought process. When you come up to the ball and you read the lie and you have self-talk that sounds like this: okay, I think I could pull this shot off. Ball's kind of down in the rough. I got a little bit of wind. I got a lake over here. Green is guarded by a sand trap. When you start peeling the layers of all the difficulty and the hazard, that is a big stop sign to bail out of that thought process and break it down to the very simplest shot with the very simplest club that will get the job done. That doesn't mean that you're out of position. This could happen 2 feet off of the fairway with a great angle into the green. But when you have to start checking boxes of multiple things that are problematic, play the shot that is the simplest shot that'll get the job done, and play it to the safe side. If you do not have a pure lie in the fairway where you are 100% certain without doubt you can get the club on the back of the ball properly, then play a safer shot. In the line of playing safe shots, you only really need one shot shape. You don't need to work it this way. You don't need to work it that way. It's fun. It's cool if you can hit it high and you can hit it low and you can make it cut and you can draw it. These illustrations with my hands here, these gestures, of course, are for a right-handed player. But play one shot. Play the shot you trust. Play the shot you know you can hit 10 out of 10 times. You need to have a go-to shot off the tee, and you need to have a I'm not being successful type of shot from the fairway. When the club is going to interact the turf, you have to have a shot that you can advance and get it up around the green safely. You guys might be saying, coach, what are you talking about? Get it up around the green safely and a go-to shot. Man, until you really understand true pressure that is making you choke your guts out, where your heart feels like it's going to burst out of your shirt and it's pounding so loud you feel like it's inside your skull, until you experience that type of pressure, this video today may not really resonate. But rest assured, at some point, if you play enough competitive golf, you are going to find yourself in this type of situation. And having a having a go-to shot off the tee, rather it is a draw, a hook, a pull, a cut, a fade, it doesn't matter what it is. You've got to be able to get the ball off the tee, get it in play, and advance it. Scoring a score first mindset is 100% about whatever it takes to card the lowest number. And if you're going to break barriers going from 100 to 90 to 80 to 70, breaking par, carding a round that starts with a 6 in it, you have got to put all of these tools, and there's a lot of them, it's not just these, you've got to put all of these tools in your tool bag, in your golf bag. So having a shot that you can go to off the tee to get the hole started, get the ball in play, super important. Playing one shape, again, super important. Playing to the wide side. If you have a pin that's on the right, regardless if there's zero trouble to the right, if there's just unmowed grass to the right and the pin is on the right, just play COG, C-O-G, center of the green. If you play to the center of the green for every round that you played from the rest of your life, you are going to give yourself a lot of scoring opportunities. And for the high handicap friends that might be watching, take one extra club and get it into the green. Maybe take 2 extra clubs, hit it into the center to the center back of the green. Your scoring opportunities start by hitting as many greens as possible. When you have the score first mindset, you're not going to be all bent out of shape and upset that you haven't hit the green and you haven't hit it close and you didn't this and you didn't that. Those thoughts are not constructive, and all they do is cause static interference inside the brain where you are trying to find calm, cool, and collected thoughts to be available to execute your best shot. All right. So if you are playing into the center of the green and you are going to putt to the hole locations that are going to be scattered throughout the 18 holes, you're going to be just fine. The next step in this progression is controlling the speed on the putting green. Practice 70, 50, 30, 15, 12, 10, 6 and 3 footers. And the goal is to hit all of those putts to 3 feet or less. 3 feet's obviously out here. You can't really see that in the video in the frame there. But if you can get out to 70 feet because you're out of position or you were able to be aggressive and you got it on a par 5 and 2 and you got a 70 footer, we obviously want a 2 putt and score. We don't want a 3 or 4 putt from 70 feet. We don't want a 3 or 4 putt from any distance. And it doesn't matter if you leave putt short. You guys catch me with that? It doesn't matter if you leave putt short, okay? All of this never up, never in hogwash, yeah, that was really cool before we had all of this data that tells us a putt that goes 4 to 5 feet past reduces the playability of the hole down to about the size of a quarter or a nickel. It's just carrying too much speed. So never up, never in. I'd rather the ball die 5 or 6 inches short from any distance where I just go up and have a low stress, 2 hands on the wheel, knock it in the cup and get on with it, go to the next hole. If we 2-putted every hole and got on every green in regulation, we're obviously going to card a par 72 on a par 72 golf course. Now, is that going to happen every single time? Of course it's not. But just think, if you're a hundreds to 90s player right now and you 2-putted every green because you didn't 3-putt and you had great command of your speed, your scores would go down drastically. So don't try to make putts, guys and gals. Try to make speed. Try to make perfect speed so the ball is just dying right around the hole. Okay? So you've got some pre-swing fundamentals, you've got some strategy, you've got some behavioral techniques, how to manage yourself under stress. You've got a way to control the ball on the putting green. Now, here's the finishing touch. Rather we're out of position or we're in position and we get to play aggressive. You've got to be able to cover 100 yards down to 10 yards. Depending on how many wedges you have in your bag, you might have 2. You might have 3. You might have 4. You might have a pitching wedge in your set, a gap wedge, a sand wedge, and a lob wedge. If you have 4 wedges in your bag, you can absolutely cover all of these odd random yardages. 23 yards, 97 yards, 82 yards, 56 yards, 41 yards. You can cover all of these through 2 really simple methods. Take the club on your backswing to 9 o'clock, where the lead arm for a right-handed player is parallel to the ground, and then on your follow-through, get your right hand parallel to the ground. That's 9 to 3. For me, my 9 to 3 shot choked down 2 inches with my 52-degree wedge. That is my go-to calibration yardage shot. That's 50 yards. It doesn't have to fly 50 yards on the dot every single time. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Anything inside of that delta is perfectly fine. There's always going to be dispersion in length, long and short, and left and right. Again, if we can cover those yardages with confidence and then get on the putting green and be able to control our golf ball with dead speed control, we can have at it. We don't have to stress about being out of position. We've got those numbers covered. We don't have to stress about, oh my God, can I get up and down from here? And I know a lot of us think like that. There was a time where I totally thought like that. If we go back to the self talk about being your best caddy and being your best support system, always think in the positive, always think in the affirmative. And your intrusive thought is going to be, oh, don't hit it left. There's a lake over there off the first tee. I always hook it in the lake. Again, the intrusive thought, hey, stop, time out, time out. I'm thinking the wrong thing. Let's think positive. The right is good. Let's pick a good target over here to the right. Let's aim to the right. Let's be committed. Let's feel the swing. Let's see the swing. Let's make that rehearsal swing and let's hit it right over there to that tree branch right there on the right. That's good, positive, affirmative talk. Talk in the positive, talk in the positive, talk in the present. Okay? And that's how you play target to target, station to station golf. Each golf shot is hugely important. It's the only one you can hit. And if you stay away from dumb decisions, thinking you can pull off a shot that you really shouldn't attempt, again, scores are going to go down. Guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed this long format video. I've enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm going to get in here and make some swings. I'm going to do a little yardage gapping in here inside the bay today. I might share a little bit of that with you later. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. And again, I'm going to be greenlighting my website here coming up before too long, where you'll be able to work with me directly. Thank you for all the likes and the subscriptions and the shares. I really appreciate it. Love to hear from you in the comments if you have anything you'd like me to share on the channel. I appreciate it, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, keep grinding.